And
Peas, who's your cold open?
Who's your cold open, Peas?
I have one.
No?
That's
Why
the
y'all
best
surly,
cold open,
Peas?
I'm not surly.
You're not surly? Did you drink? Did you get your pre-show drink? Did you get your shoju?
No.
Did
You
you
know
get
that's
your pre-show
Japanese
ice
whiskey?
cream?
What did you have for Din Din's, Peas?
Chicken and dumpling.
Yeah, homemade?
Yeah, like I made for you guys when you were here.
Yeah, those were good. Peas, are you mad that I ranted in the show chat yesterday?
Nope.
No?
I am.
Nope.
Fid didn't say anything. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, that's how
This
you
is the
knew
first
I was
time
mad.
Fid and I have even spoken.
Because I was like, I'm not even going to respond to
I
this
just don't
shit.
know. I just don't know what fucking notes that you're getting from the fucking 6 people that listen to this show. And
Yeah, out of the
So-
I said out of
So,
the like
I mean-
2 or 3 people. Yeah, you don't think I talked to some people? You don't think people tell me?
I don't
All right,
want
well,
to get into
technically
it.
it's
Let's
10
just
o'clock,
do the
but I
show.
didn't prop yet. So the show hasn't started.
I have even spoke.
But we are on the air for your
Prove it.
All right, everybody, the show's going to start in a minute, but yours truly, Fid Chuli, needs to frop. So I beg your indulgence while I do this. You know, I could just play the theme song and then frop,
The Indulgent Man.
but
The Indulgent Man. The Indulgent Man. It's work to press the play button. You're supposed to be on the clock for that, and you're not supposed to frop on the clock. Supposed to get all your show drinking and fropping, all that done before the show.
all right, are you bitches ready to start the show?
I am.
Yeah! Let's play that beautiful Bean theme song. Oh, now you get all quiet. I thought you guys were supposed to talk over the theme song. I thought that was the bit.
I was talking to my wife. I was saying
married?
Yeah, right now. Don't know how much longer.
What's his name?
Oh,
Get it?
yeah, I get it. I didn't have a witty retort prepped and ready to go for that. Because it's
Oh,
funny.
I guess this is the part where I
It's
say,
funny.
wow. My mic won't even pick that up. I got a noise duck. Quack, quack. Noise duck.
Whack, whack.
I guess I'll just have to wait till the end of the theme song. Just
Is it
blowing
time
it
for
out.
the sound check? Oh. Yeah, it's loud.
And broadcasting live from the future capital of the former Spanish Empire, formerly known as St. Petersburg, Florida. It's time for the show. And I am your resident slave, Fid Chuli. Guess what, everybody? Dr. Fox himself is here. This is the part of the show that's my favorite part of the show. It's where I say hi to Dr. Fox as if we haven't been doing sound checks for the last 30 minutes. Hi, Dr. Fox!
Hi, Fid. When did you get here in the same place that I am?
What a kawinka dunk.
I had no idea I'd run into you just right here. Look at us standing here together, and there's a microphone.
Yeah, and I have it on good authority that Reverend Peas is also here. Is that right, Peas? Are you
He's
there?
my favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Look at that. We're all together. Me and Fox and Peas, it's just like a camping trip that I regret. This is great. How you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Well,
things are going swimmingly for me. I'm doing just dandy.
well buy
I
me
got my
some
show
time
boots
while
on.
I download these show notes.
Yeah. Oh, this is the part where you read the notes. So you haven't started reading off the show notes yet. That's my new favorite part of the show. Why? There's things hidden in there. There might even be a new favorite part of the show in there, but we won't know. We won't know.
That's the excitement. I like to discover the show
We
along
could do
with
a poll.
the viewer.
We could have a poll, and the ones of viewers that we have could tell us what they like about it.
Wait a second. I just downloaded Notepad++, and it's not integrated in my shell context menu. This is bullshit.
You call yourself an IT professional, you sons of a bitch?
Everybody
you're
in
the
IT
engineer.
sucks at computers. That's the whole point.
In all fairness, Fid Chuli did get his start in IT by doing ice cream socials in Florida. So it's not like, he should know what he's doing.
Well, the good news is
He's a
uh,
consummate professional.
I called Fid Chuli earlier today on the telephone, and I heard a woman's voice in the background of his domicile. Yeah, I was just kind of hurt a little bit, to be honest with you.
Peas, you know you're always my main bitch, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know that, right? Baby
I guess
P?
so. I mean, I do like Fid's sweaty balls, but I guess so. I guess it's okay that you had a girl over at your house. It's okay. I'll be fine.
Oh, is somebody a little bit gelatinous?
Sure is a good
Are
show
you gelatinous
so far.
of me?
Yep, I am. I might be sorry about it later.
Well, I'm kind of gelatinous of you too, Peas, because you
Really?
shared a video with everybody in the world of you ejaculating pus out of your tummy.
It was exciting. It's not
I
really
can't do
ejaculate.
that.
I have to squish it out. It's not like I get excited and it comes out. I have to actually squish it. Sometimes one side won't squish out the pus fluid, but if I squeeze the other side of the hose, the pus fluid comes out. But recently, and I was worried because there was a pus fluid smell that I'm like, maybe I should be concerned about this. But I can't get pus fluid to come out of either side, regardless of which side I squish. So I'm going to pick the scab a little bit more and see if that gets the juices flowing. I'll probably let you know about it next week's show. Well, no, I won't let you know about it next week's show, but that'll come up later. But, it's a lot of excitement and fun having the colon cancer. It's been a blast. It's been the best time I've ever had.
Yeah, it's just it's a new journey for you. You get to discover a new thing to suffer with every single day.
I wish I had a drum circle for my cancer.
Well, yeah, because the reverberations from the lesbians playing quarter notes on djembes would irritate your large bowel area.
See, the only reason I have this is because my vibe is off. So if there was a drum circle with the right vibe, I would probably be okay. Anyway, let's move on with the show. We got time to I've heard it's a 30-minute show now. It's a 30-minute show now. It's not enough.
I forgot we had a show to do. I was just having so much fun.
Yeah, I think we should move on to my favorite part of the show.
The notes,
which is
the notes.
Yeah, let's jump into my favorite part of the show. Fuck the notes. We don't need the notes, right? The notes are what we fall back on when we don't have anything else. Isn't it like the old adage of how everything worked? I think we should do the new favorite part of the show, and I think we've been waiting a long time because this is a bit that has been in the works since the bowels of time for the show, and it's lingered, but it's so good. It's such a good bit, and we've never done that bit. We couldn't do it. Because it kills us. Yeah, doing any bit kills us. So it's time for my new favorite part of the show, and that's the scab to pick segment. And that's where all of the hosts address their grievances with one another on the air and allow the other host to be some sort of impartial negotiator who will eventually be swayed to one side or the other pertaining to... Which is always a fun. It's a fun concept that I think we can all go through. So who's your scab to pick, Peas?
I'm pretty happy with how everything's been going on the show. To be honest with you, I don't really have any bone to pick.
No, it's not a bone to pick. It's a scab to pick.
It sounds remarkably like bone to pick. Though it sounds like we're just taking other parts of the show and recycling it and calling it a different name. But that's fine. I mean, I've always liked Bone to Pick. I just don't have any scabs. Scabs to, what is it? Scabs to rub?
No? Yeah, no, I remember Bone to Pick. We were doing the Blind Eye segment, and that was new.
We canceled.
And then we told Peas, you need to come up with a bit. And he said, okay, bone to pick. It's like blind eyes, except for you got a bone to pick with them. It'll be a hit!
And kids love it. They love interpersonal drama. They love being married into our actual selves.
Well,
fuck any digital projection or persona that we push past. This is the raw deal. Like, this is deep show. These are the shows that hurt. Who's your scab to pick, Peace?
I don't know. I don't really have one. Like I said, I'm so pleased with how everything is going.
Well, to be fair, this was not in the show notes. Dr. Fox spent all week coming up with tonight's show notes, and I don't see anything about scab to pick.
I might have prepared better if it was in the show notes, but...
Alright, I'll tell you who's my scab to pick.
Nice.
People that comment on YouTube videos. Okay? Because here's the deal. If you're going to comment on something, you got to tag on. You got to offer something. You got to bring something to the table. They just like comment a line from the video that they thought that was funny and then put 3 crying, laughing emojis next to it. And that's their comment. A quote from the video.
Or they just go ... and that's their quote.
Or they just go, OMG, I LOL'd. And then there's like a string of like 37 emojis. What?
I mean,
who do you
my
think
favorite
that's
part
doing
is
when
for? But if it wasn't for the guy who types out in the comments that exact phrase that the guy in the video says, how will I have known that was like a meaningful comment or not? This is a meaningful comment. Comment that in the YouTube comments, I dare you. We don't have to worry about it. Only 2 people listen to the YouTube stream.
Yeah. And
I'm sure one of them might be logged in under their alt account that they also subscribe to Feet videos with.
They probably have more positive feedback than the people did last week.
Oh, no, I forgot. I thought this show was a podcast. I forgot it's like exclusively YouTube now. So I just shit on everybody that
the video blog, I think.
I mean, except for you, viewer. Other than you, and you know who you are, everybody else that comments on these videos is a fucking I just... Oh, stop.
Like bad people. Don't associate with them.
You are a scab that I cannot resist picking. And I'm going to hire a member of the Taliban to fly a plane in between the scab and the next layer of my skin.
Like he was a blind eye.
Ooh. Nice tie-in, Peas.
Yeah, pretty clever sometimes.
That's what they call silky smooth radio. Right here on
I feel like my
FTR.
arms isn't working.
Alright, who's your scab to pick, Peas?
Yeah, I don't really have any bones to pick.
Do you have any scabs
Great.
to pick? It's not as deep as a bone. It's like just surface area. You know, we're talking Neosporin level scabs to pick. I know you have. I know you. Yeah. Well, you might be a little impartial right now to minor scabs. You might have some sort of resentment towards larger scabs in your life. But you know it's good to pick them. That's what they do. When you go in, you're supposed to take little bits of it off so new stuff grows in.
Starting to see where we're supposed to be.
That's real medical advice that I'm giving you on the radio.
This doesn't seem right. No.
Peas, are you on almost enough opiates right now, or not enough?
Not enough. I think that's pretty much the answer until, the thing with the opiates is it's not enough until, and then when you say this, you can't say it because it's too late. It's like, oh, that's too much. But then you're like dead, so it's kind of a catch-22 with the opiates in a lot of ways, if you think about it.
You guys, I'm feeling really nervous right now. I'm feeling like a child that was in a public swimming pool, and I went past that buoy line into the deep end, even though I know that I have to be 13 to be in the deep end. But the lifeguard is nodding out on fentanyl, and now's my chance. But so I was excited.
Doggy paddle in the deep end. No doggy paddle in the deep end.
I just want to do the show notes, guys. I need structure. I need to know.
Let me see if I can find it.
Will that make you feel better?
Well, we did your favorite part of the show, Fox. I think it's time to do my favorite part of the show.
Okay, I'll share.
Okay. Well, if you don't recall, my favorite part of the show
I'm
is
a
doing the
stand-up
show
guy
notes.
like that.
Now, with the grace of your highness, Dr. Fox, I will proceed with the show notes.
Check with him. All right, thumbs up. He says it's okay.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
I'm gonna
about.
Flash him the thumbs up back. He's nodding. He's winking. He says we're good.
My favorite part of the show notes is the first line because it's the best place to start. Line 1 says foot slap. Line 2 of the show notes says time for the show 209. What? Me, immaculate? Line 3 says TFTS relay 013023. Line 4 says Fid, do not read this part on the air. Line 5 says Miork Kerpow. Line 6 says time for the show 206. Nuke Ukraine. Wait, are these last week's show notes?
Are they?
Well, line 7 says TFTS relay 012323. Oh, wait, no.
I guess.
I think you just didn't edit this part. I think we're good. Line 8 says, Fid, do not read this part on the air. Line 9 looks like a bunch of... what's the ASCII character that's just a big 8x16 block of filled pixels? I think it's CHR243. Line 10 is blank. Line 11 says, Fid, read this on air. Line 12 says, broadcasting live from the future annex of the soon-to-be capital of America's California, St. Petersburg, Florida. Line 14, welcome to Time for the Show. Line 15 is blank. Line 16 said, Fid, this is where you do the show. Line 17 is blank. And line 18 says, blind eyes. Line 19 is blank. And line 20 says, who is your blind eye, Peas? Peas, this is the part where you wake up from your narcotic coma and tell us who your blind eye is.
So I guess my blind eye is going to be, here's the thing. About a year and a half ago, we decided to stop doing blind eyes, and we canceled them. So I guess my blind eye is going to be towards whoever decided out of the blue, we're just going to start doing blind eyes again. So whoever made that choice, that's who I'm blind eyeing this week. I don't really know who it is, but that's my blind eye.
It's in the notes, Peas. The blind eyes. It's line 18. It says blind eyes.
Who's your blind eye, Peas? And I said, whoever brought back the blind eye bit. Because we
wow. Percocet and rum must be so good. Look at you.
Your blind eye. Do you have a blind eye bit, or you thought it was played too, so you're not doing it anymore either?
Well, I think my blind eye was my.
It is your bit, and I don't want to say it's played if you don't think it is.
Oh, it's my bit.
Invented it. Sure.
Did I? I don't think so.
Oh,
maybe I did. Whatever, dude. I'm doing levels. Who's your blind eye, Fox?
People who bathe standing up. Not like taking a shower, but like people who fill bathtubs with water and then draw the water over themselves like there's some sort of like Venus, some sort of like illusionary goddess. I don't understand it. I think it's contrived. I think it's rather despicable. I'm not going to stand for it. Not in a bathtub. No, I'm not.
Stop. Wait.
They're my blind eyes.
Stop. Look real quick at the counter. I'm thinking that we got an extra listener with that blind eye right now.
Yeah.
401.
We got an extra listener. We just increased our viewership by 50%.
Nice.
Good job, everybody.
Maybe I was wrong about blind eyes.
Oh, no. They just left.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck. You know.
It's hard.
It could happen any day now. We could get another, a second listener other than my mommy.
Weblogs are hard.
All right, who's your blind eye piece?
I did mine. It's Fox's turn. Doesn't Fox have? Fox must have a blind eye.
You know what? Line 21 is blank.
Nice.
I don't feel good about that. But line 22 makes up for it because it is the Piezo box. Line 23 is a bunch of hyphens. Line 24 says, send your viewer mails to email at timefortheshow.com. This is the viewer mail segment, if you didn't pick up on that. Line 25 of the show notes is blank, but line 26 makes up for it big time by saying, Dear show, if Dave Brubeck was on an island... No, what? Correction. If Dave Brubeck was an island, what kind of island would he be? And more importantly, what one record would you play for the rest of your life while stranded there? And that came from Carl Fredrickson Hamburgerton of Coathanger, Illinois. And this is Fox's favorite part of the show because he always tries to trip me up with the fake names that he makes up for the viewers. I mean, they're not fake. That was a real.
I'm going to stick with the answer I gave this listener last week, which is what type of island is isthmus? And the record that he would play while stranded on that isthmus would be Surfer Girl by the Inland Boys.
Yeah, you know when you take the edge of like a cigarette pack, you like rip a piece of the cardboard off to pick your teeth?
Yep, to get in there good.
Yeah, the official geological definition of an isthmus is a place that is no wider than the Earth uses to use a cigarette pack cardboard to expel from itself because it's a shithole country.
Yeah. Isthmus must be Christmas.
Oh, come on, peas. That took you that long to come up with that? Where's my peas?
It must be Christmas on this isthmus.
Dr. Fox,
What's
do you have any insight on what kind of island Dave Brubeck would be?
Or Frederick Hamsburgerton?
Do we have a Fox? Is he there? Uh-oh.
Yeah. I was going to say, you bring a Beck record, play Beck on Dave Brubeck Island, and he'd be,
An isthmus.
I don't know, like a reef? Like a reef? That's all I got.
An isthmus
Yeah.
reef.
We'll reply to that viewer and tell him to write a better question for next week.
Well, that's Carl Frederick Hamburgerton of Coat Hanger, Illinois.
Yeah. Eat a dick, Carl.
It's Mr. Frederick Hamburgerton.
Line 33 of the show notes is totally blank.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. But line 34 says, Dear show, I find myself wandering the dark, cold, abyssal dregs of the human ego after my last spiritual journey on the 3/8 of sunflower seeds soaked in Windex, which the kids call streaks. While exploring the elaborate palace of the psyche, I came upon an elf working a gigantic machine that propelled a 30-foot-tall ceramic butt plug into the anal cavity of a giant dressed like Charles Nelson Riley. The elf turned to me and said, "Oh great, the beep is back. Fondest hosts of the sacred show, what do?" And that came from Derek Jumper X6000 Entrails, Rhode Island. Man, if I didn't nickel for every time somebody asked me that question, I could have retired by now. Who's your blind eye, Peas?
Well, you know, it used to be funny in the days to make up things that would make you high. But I'm worried that there's kids that are going to take sunflower seeds and soak them in Windex and then try to do the streaks because they heard about it on this show. And that really won't do anything except make you really super sick. And old days, you'd be like, oh, you can smoke banana peel and that will get you high. And like, you'd laugh, oh, no, it won't, huh? And like, but secretly, like when you were out of weed and out of resin and out of stakes and stems, you would be like, you know what? I got a banana. Let me see if this banana peel shit works. And you would go do it, but it was like harmless because it was just banana peel. It really couldn't hurt you. But I think Windex on sunflower seeds could hurt you. So I don't think that we should read this letter on the air.
Agreed. Let's go to the next one.
All right. Well, unfortunately, line 51 of the show notes is blank. It's null of content. So let's just all Just take a minute for line 51 of the show notes. Just
It's 49 minutes into the show. We should take a breath.
But it's always darkest before dawn, because line 52 of the show notes says,
Oh, there's a
"Dear
lot more.
show, I forgot my password to my OnlyFans." And that was written in by Fiddly O'Wibbles of Road Tracks, Oregon. Well, Fiddly, don't worry. I have already hacked your OnlyFans and reset your password on your
Oh,
back.
good one, Fid.
Yeah. So, just send me 22 Bitcoins. One short of 23, because fuck caller 23. He's an asshole. And, I'll give you most of your password back, but I'm still going to make you guess the last two characters, just because I want you to work for it a little bit. I want to see you grasp at it. That's not ransomware if I'm just holding somebody's password. Dr. Fox, do you know Fiddly O'Wibble's OnlyFans password?
Well, I was trying to brute force it, but I guess that the name was incorrect, because I maybe it's just my failing eyesight, but it looks like it said Piddly O'Wibbles. That's what's in the show notes, is Piddly O'Wibbles. So you might not be able to hackers your way in with your elite skills when you can't match. Because that's in the show notes.
That bell means we're halfway through the show, everybody.
Yep.
How do you feel
We're
so far?
almost done.
Let's regroup. How we doing? We did the intro, the theme song. Are we gelling? Have we established a group?
I think we're good now, because it's a 30-minute show now. Because we're done. That's it. That's the end of the show. We can move on to apologies, and we're. Yeah, well, we ran late. What can I say? But no. As mentioned earlier, we're trying the new 30-minute format. So I think it's time to go.
That's right, everybody. So from the future capital of the former Spanish Empire, it is now the formal end to Time for the Show. Stay tuned for the bonus show right after I take a hit of this beer.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. All right, welcome to Time for the Show, the bonus show, everybody.
Bonus show. This is for the Patreon subscribers. Woo! Get your shout outs in. Like, if you're listening to freethinkradio.com, which you're probably not, because you've got better things to do, why would you subscribe and support a ridiculous endeavor such as Time for the Show, like these fine people, like Subject T Change and Bob South, Michael Marcus, Long Dead, Hazel the Windmills, Caller 23, and Dr. Cosmac? They all donate to patreon.com/hypercube. Why don't you? And while you're at it, why don't you just thank Dr. Ellis and Martha Artha for running freethinkradio.com, where they give us the space to do this show every Monday. Really appreciate it. Nice guys. Talked to Dr. Ellis today at the last minute before the show just to find out what the fuck kind of metadata we're supposed to use. Did I check the stream and see if it's right? No. But who cares? Bonus show, baby. Free Think Radio.
Yeah, and
because we've still got the time slot now. You know, we can go for the next 30 minutes and we won't have to worry about running into anybody else, you know. I know people are fighting to get on the air. They're like, oh, I want Mondays at 10. Oh, I want Mondays at 10. But nah, they carved it out for us, kept it, set it aside for us, and made sure our time slot was safe. When I decided that it was just too stupid to keep doing Time for the Show, before I got dragged back in by my good friends, not my arch rivals or nemesis in the least. My friend said, come on, let's do Time for the Show again. And we did. And it's so much fun. I'm so glad we get to do it every week. It's worth the effort, don't you think, guys? Isn't it fun? Aren't you guys having fun? That's the spirit.
Dude, it especially sucks. I mean, it always sucks doing the show, but it especially sucks during football season because all the games are on Sunday. So I'm super hungover on Mondays. I really have to stab myself in my labia minora with a hot poker to motivate myself to do this show on Mondays during football season. This is supposed to be my recovery day. I went to work hungover this morning. Okay. And then I went and punished myself by watching lesbians playing quarter notes on djembes. And now I gotta do this shit.
I know. I guess that's just what it's about. It's about torture. It's about pain. It's about enduring the idea that we should even pursue doing time for the show.
That's
And
not
yet
what it's
we do
about
it.
to me.
And yet we do it. It's not about pain for you. It's
To
not
me,
about
it's about
hurting.
reading every single line of the show notes out loud, on the air, full transparency with the viewers. I don't want them to think that we're pulling anything over on them. You know, I got these show notes that's supposed to be on a secret screen that I read that makes the show seem seamless, that makes it seem like we're just flowing naturally, even though we're all looking at the same notes. No, I'm not going to trick our viewers like that. I'm going to read each and every line of the show notes live on the air so they know that we're not trying to pull any fast ones on them. Which brings me to line 46 of the show notes, which happens to be completely blank. But
Favorite part of the show notes.
line 57 is Dr. Fox's second favorite part of the show. Cube News! Take it away, Fox.
Oh man, do we have to cover this shit now? All right, let's see here.
Just get through it.
Let me just open my notes back up and see what we've got here. News. And it takes a long time to download a 4 kilobyte file.
Starts at line 59. Line 58 is just a bunch of hyphens.
Yeah. Hyphens are good. Subscribers
Line
on
59
YouTube.
says something about subscribers.
Yeah, subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, we got our 400th subscriber on YouTube this week, and we got 2 more this week. We're up to 402, which I don't think is too bad for a bunch of people that do something completely on the underground and unadvertised in any way. Not that great. Guess it's not meaningful or anything, but thanks for subscribing. I'm glad you're here. Next is movie news. This is the music call. Really, this is the last call for music. Danny Feedback's giving me music. Broken Machine Films has given me music. Rubik's Cube has given me music. And even another group. I don't know if I want to mention that yet, but I'm really excited about it. We got some cool music coming in. So this is the last call. If you listen to this show, you probably know that we're doing Time for the Movie. If you haven't heard this show before, we're doing Time for the Movie. I'm editing it all together. You know, with all this footage that we compiled last
I got to
October.
tag on that. I'm not going to say who it is, but you got some music that hasn't been released yet from a very prolific band that is well known amongst subgenius circles.
Well, I can say the music's released now. It is out now, but it's
Oh, it is? Well, come on.
It is.
Come
It is.
on.
I'll burst the bubble. It's out now. So that's your clue. Their album just came out like within the last week, and Subgenius is.
They're a big one, though. They're a big name.
Yeah, and it's fun when you ask people like that to put something like that in your thing. Let's all touch things. So movie news. Last call for music. If you got goofy shit, send it to drfox@gmail.com. DOKTORFAUX@gmail.com. Last call. And merch congregation. We're shutting down Pack Slack and migrating that, and we're going to Etsy. We're going to list all the Hypercube bullshit on Etsy. So no more packslack.com. You'll be able to get your Hypercube Go memberships on the Hypercube Etsy store. Actually got an order in this month and refunded it because all of the packet supplies are in the back of my house that I have no access to. But it sounds like we're going back pretty soon. They're finishing up the last work. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home, everybody. I'm ready to go home. And once I do, I can get all my shit together and I can start sending out membership kits again. But to that guy that sent me his $30, I hit the refund and sent you an email. Appreciate your interest. I'll at least send you a sticker. You can also send an envelope to P.O. Box 4304. It's Hypercube Labs, P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. And you enclose $1 and a self-addressed stamped envelope. I'll throw you back a Cube Speak pamphlet. All the tenets of Hypercubism in one easy-to-explain brochure. $1. P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. So long, Pack Slack Incorporated. Hello, Pack Slack LLC. Woo. That's Cube News, Fid.
Yeah, well, the show notes agree with you because merch congregation was line 61 and line 62 is blank. And when a line is blank, that usually indicates the introduction of a new bit on the following line, which is line 63 of the show notes, which says, ooh, Subgenius Court. Are we going to do this? Is Peace still here? Hey,
Yep.
Peace.
Hey,
Everybody. Hey, wakey. It's time to do the show.
it's exciting. It's a good
I'm
show.
sorry we bothered you. I'm sorry we called you at an inconvenient time.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, is my handsome boy ready to do the Subgenius Court bit?
I like to complain about the bits, but the blind eye we're doing, and I've been told I don't understand this bit, so I don't. Let's try and do it again. Let's go ahead.
Well, lucky
see how
for
it
you,
works
Peace,
out.
there is a brief introduction, not only for the viewers, but also for your handsome butthole.
Okay.
But it doesn't start until line 66 of the show notes, because line 64 is just a bunch of hyphens, and line 65 is blank. But line 66 says, Peas and Fox must appeal to Judge Fid. One must defend an idea, and the other must oppose. Both parties make their arguments, and then we read the paid copy.
I think that
Fid issues verdict after
I
reading
think
the
Judge
paid
Fid is
copy.
very handsome.
Oh, do you have a case to bring forward to the court, Counselor?
No.
Please.
I just wanted to say that I thought that Judge Fid is very handsome, regardless of what argument we're discussing.
Well,
I think people
Oh,
need
my.
to know that
oh
about
my.
Fidge.
Oh. Well, I'm taken, Peas. You're a man of your caliber of handsomeness, telling me
Let's
that
move on to
I'm
the-
handsome. It's
the
okay,
bit.
but
No, it's loaded with comedy goodness.
no. I need to remain impartial, Peas.
Right. That's true.
But thank you. But I will not factor that into my judgment.
Your
Unless you
judgment?
try a lot harder. I mean, you
Okay.
could.
What are we arguing this week?
There's a lot of cases on the docket this week.
One.
Well, one case is continue to hold Peas liable for charges from previous weeks, and I don't remember any of those. So we're just going to issue you a non-proseque on those. Oh, there's 3 other cases that need to be heard. Nothing is gay if the balls don't touch, is one case. Second case is the annexation of Kansas City. And the third case, mandated cesarean births. Actually,
that was
I'd
we
like
did
to
that
hear the
last
two
week,
of
so
you-
that's all old stuff.
Oh, it is.
And we're pushing the what is it, the schedule, right? Like if we have to get out by our allotted time,
Right.
we should probably just move on to the paid copy.
People complained about.
Yeah, they're not happy about it.
So let's do that paid copy.
Yeah, how come I'm not seeing "Is It a Band" anywhere in these show notes?
Oh, probably because whoever came up with that's a stupid asshole. And I took it out. You know, I'm the guy that writes the show notes, so I told the guy that came up with that bit that he's a stupid asshole, and then I deleted it from the show notes because it wasn't funny. You know, all we want to do is try and be funny, right?
No, not necessarily.
No.
This week we're told.
Not with that attitude. Aren't you excited about getting towards the end of the show and the big payoff and the big reveal comes out? It's going to be great.
I guess it'd be okay. I don't have any.
Yeah, no, it's really going to pay off. It's really going to pay off. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Because I'm sure it's going to make somebody look like a huge meanie head.
There's some unspoken. We need to jack this tension out of your collective dick.
No, that was the earlier bit. That was the scab to pick bit, and we went through that. And I mean, nobody asked me who my scab to pick was. We just went on with the show notes. You know, but no, that's okay. It's okay. You know, I know that there's so much comedy goodness to be mined out of this ridiculous effort. You know, why bother? Let's just read the paid copy. You know?
Well, no, according to the show notes, we're still in the Subgenius court bit, and I think there's a case that needs to be heard here. Dr. Fox versus Reverend Pease, and look, I'm friends with both of you, but I promise to be as impartial as a Subgenius can. I think we need to hear this case. What's going on, guys? I'm feeling some tension. I'm feeling some bad vibes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just we're fine, man.
There's
nothing to worry about. You're paranoid, dude.
Am I high?
You might have fropped too much. I think you're reading way too into the depths of this hard comedy.
I don't think I did. I think I need to frop more before I do the paid copy. All right, so it's up to you two to keep the show going.
No, I told you earlier that when I called Finchuli, a woman's voice was very evident in the background, and I think the pussy has weakened Finchuli's mind.
Yeah, he's no longer a smegma male.
No,
he's got somebody to clean him with a Q-tip.
Oh, I think there's tension in the room. Oh, I need my feelings chakras to be cleansed now that I've gotten my dick wet.
Hold on, I need more frop. And then I'll do the paid copy, I promise. Just keep the show going.
Yeah, whatever.
We're almost there. Take your time.
You'll be fine.
Oh, good. Just who's your blind eye piece? Oh, really?
I'm holding my breath.
Come on.
I'm holding my breath.
Fuck. Alright, fine.
We don't do the blind eye anymore, dude. It's not my fault you have show notes that are like 8 years old. Those are pinochle nuts.
Just give me one more. Wow, that's actually a weird coincidence that you mentioned pinochle.
How come?
All right, one more. All right, keep the show going. Fox! Hit it.
Huh? Oh no, I'm out. I
Show for
quit.
like 30 seconds.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the show. Woo! Look how much fun we're having. Hooray! This is a distraction.
I'm not high enough to read the paid copy yet. This is the serious part of the show. This is the part of the show where we catch
Dial
our
it
guests.
down.
Yeah. This
Sorry,
is
I
what
didn't mean to
makes
talk
the
over
show
you there.
possible.
I wouldn't want to interrupt you.
Well, if you interrupted me during line 78 or 79 of the show notes, you really wouldn't be interrupting me because those lines are both blank. But line 80 says paid copy. So, I think we all know where we are now. I have to read a commercial advertisement.
For what?
Well, I guess you're going to find out, aren't you, Peace?
Possibly.
Now, I've sized up Dr. Fox, and I think the paid copy segment is just where his favorite part of the show, where he tests how drunk I am. Because on a Monday night at 10:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm usually pretty drunk.
What's a drunk?
The reason being, I needed to recover from my hangover from last night, and I do that by cracking a beer at 10 a.m. So it's been 13 hours, almost. So this is where Dr. Fox sits back quietly and laughs while I mispronounce these syllables. But today, I have the eye of the tiger. I think I'm going to be able to get through this whole thing with minimal mispronunciations. And you know what? If I was a real pro, I would actually change the music bed for the paid copy. Let me cue something up.
Do it up. Be pro. Proactive.
Yeah. I should have done this earlier, but here we go.
Should have.
Okay, it's all bonus show.
Here we go.
Nobody's listening to this one. Or any of them.
Hey everybody, it's me, Fid Chuli, of Time for the Show. And you all know that I'm an aficionado of fine cuisine. When not flipping fresh frijadas in my French-handled frying pan, or peppering my handcrafted party pickles with the precious and precariously perused Pakistani spices, sometimes I find myself bored with trying to figure out which exotic dish to try and whip up next. That's where Big Black Smock comes in. I receive 3 prepackaged pallets of semi-refrigerated foodstuffs every day, each one in an exciting adventure of entrees. When I'm hungry, I just reach for a lukewarm Big Black Smock and get ready to chow down. Just vigorously apply 1 stick of butter to the exterior food shaft and load into your microwave for a patented 13 minutes. Big Black Smock meals are incredibly juicy, jam-packed with protein, and every one of our trademark 9-inch meal rods are filled with a gooey cheese center. If you're looking for something mildly turgid to wrap your greasy lips around, just drop to your knees in thanks, knowing that Big Black Smock is ready to tickle your tonsils. You can save 3% on your next 2-year subscription to Big Black Smock with the coupon code PEAS. Act now and receive the Big Black Smock straw so you can suck one down on the road, under your desk, in court, at your nephew's baseball game, with your therapist, or a discreet internet lover anywhere and anytime. Customers held liable for proper handling. I did that a little slow. All right, I'm taking away the. Now they're going to know it's not the commercial anymore.
Do it again. Do it better.
Because I'm playing that music. There we go.
Do it better.
All right, we're back on the show, everybody. Sorry about that. They pay us to say that.
Do it again.
Sure you don't want to do it again? Make them proud?
Really?
Over. Yeah.
Don't tempt me, because I will do it again.
You won't. You're a liar.
And you know what? This time I'm going to do a speed round. All right.
Yeah.
I already read through it once. All right, here we go. All right. Wait, let me get the music up there. Yeah.
Like, really give it to them. Like, read the whole thing again.
All right. I think I can do it like faster. Right. What?
Whatever.
You're all lubed up.
Yeah.
You're primed and ready.
Everyone knows I'm an aficionado of fine cuisine. We're not slipping fresh in my French-handled frying pan or peppering my handcrafted party pickles with precarious and precious pursued Pakistani spices. Sometimes I find myself bored with trying to figure out which exotic dish to try and whip up next. That's where Big Black Smock comes in. Oh, yeah. I receive 3 pre-packaged pallets of semi-refrigerated foodstuffs every day, each one an exciting adventure in entrees. When I'm hungry, I just reach for a lukewarm Big Black Smock and get ready to chow down. Just vigorously apply 1 stick of butter to the exterior food shaft and load in your microwave for a patented 13 minutes. Big Black Smock meals are incredibly juicy, jam-packed with protein, and every one of our trademark 9-inch meal rods are filled with gooey cheese center. If you're looking for something mildly turgid to wrap your greasy lips around, just drop your news and bangs and Big Black Smock and ready to tickle your tonsils. You can say 8% on your juice and get in the Big Black Smock with the coupon code FREEZE. I now receive the Big Black Smock draw, and you can choke down on one end under your desk and core your nephew's baseball game or with your therapist, discreet internet lover anytime anywhere. Customers held liable for proper handling. All right, was that one better?
It was all right. It wasn't very funny.
Yeah, well,
that's okay though. It's the end of the month, so that's the last time that we'll be reading the Big Black Smock prompt.
It was funnier last week.
Yeah, well, I guess there will be a new one next week. You know, they had been rotating monthly, so I guess we'll see if Big Black Smock keeps up their end of the bargain.
You know, Peace, they can't all suck. Every now and then, you just do a good one without even trying.
Yeah,
but
one will at
maybe
least
next
blow.
week's will suck.
We can only hope.
I hope you're making notes for your apologies, please, because that's one thing you're going to have to apologize for. But before we do that, in front of the blank show note lines 124 and 125 is line 126, which says Proving Grounds. And it says Astra 6 will provide. Is that a thing? Are we doing that?
Nah, it's a tired old bit.
It was
we
a
never
glitch.
come up with anything good. Yeah.
Glitch in the show notes.
Well, it's late, you know, about to run out of time. We should probably just move on to apologies.
Well, we can't yet because there's line 129 in the show notes first.
Isn't that one blank?
Yeah, it's blank. And then line 130 says apologies. Peace. Is he breathing? Fox, is he breathing? Put your hand under his
with that
nose.
attitude. Well, obviously, we would need a third party to come in. You know, I might be impartial towards, you know, like any of his previously underlying conditions that I may or may not have considered.
Maybe
Just something like that. Oh no, there he is. Who's your apologies, Peas?
Flex Root for caller 23 to do the apologies tonight. They're good at doing stuff. Or that Scalpod fella. He's good at
Flux Rutenberg died in a helicopter crash, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad. I liked him.
He was cooking Kobe some steaks.
He was a good host. He probably would have made things funny. He had that musical element of funniness to it.
Peas, can you email me some of your Percocets?
No.
Well, it's 11 o'clock. I guess we're all out of time on our slot on freethinkradio.com. But we made it through a whole episode.
To somebody, Peas. Come on.
We got a whole hour in.
We did it. Hooray.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm feeling frisky. I'm going to keep the line open for the bonus show. If there's any
bonus show
that want to just jump in there,
open that comm.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'll just open it up.
Who do you think would jump in?
I know Dr. Ellis is online.
Is he?
Yeah, but he's probably not listening.
I don't know. Decoy Fid's not friends with a lot of people. For some reason, nobody likes
Decoy Fid definitely doesn't listen to the show.
All right, Fox. If you want to cut it, then give him those dem lanks again. What are dem lanks?
Even if we weren't going to cut it, we should always do dem lanks. You know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, there's freethinkradio.com where we host the show. And there's youtube.com/hypercubego. And there's timefortheshow.com. There's hypercubego.com. There's the Zazzle merch bot at zazzle.com/hypercube merch bot. There's the Discords, discord.timefortheshow.com. discord.hypercubego.com. You can visit one of our affiliate networks like Dobscord. Maybe somebody there will talk to you. Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, yeah, you guys can keep going, but I guess I'm ready to go.
All right,
if anybody had any kind of like rousing off the hip bits they wanted to fire off before, you know, the end of time for the show for tonight, of course.
I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to you and Peas fighting each other to the death. It felt like it was getting close. I think it might be something. But here's the thing: the viewers are going to pick up on that. They're going to be like, "What's going on?"
Ooh, what is it? I guess they'll have to tune in next week to find out.
The whole show has been like a tease for later tension. When you use the diamond method of writing, that's how you do it.
You can't spell attention without tension. That is your radio hint for the week. This week on Time for the Show. Thank you, Dr. Fox.
You're welcome, Fid. Thank you for engineering the show. Thank you for getting all the links and the background audio together and doing the show.
Good job you did, Fid.
Thank you, Peas.
I'm sure there was no complaints.
No, none at all.
Hold off.
Nothing but praise.
Miracle of broadcasting excellence that we did tonight without all three of us.
And no one stepped on it.
That's right. No. And I think that it's awfully nice that no one got stepped on. I'm very glad that I was able to do an episode of Time for the Show with my friend Reverend Pease. And I hope Reverend Pease knows that I loves him.
When's he coming
and
up?
that I think he's a handsome fellow. But I guess
If I see him, I'll see if he wants to listen to that.
Yeah, if he breezes in. But I guess if he's not here, I'm gonna go masturbate to Overwatch porn. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I wonder if that's good porn.
From all of us here at Time for the Show, I wish you the warmest Christmas wishes and a dry nut sack. There may be an after show. Stay tuned.